Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Sorry if my voice sounds a little bit raspy or a little bit dry. That is because I have the flu, so I may sound a little bit sick, so bear with me, but I'll try my best anyways. Before the video starts, I'd like to say, guys, one thing. Please consider liking the video and please consider subscribing to my channel. It really means a lot, and if you haven't, then you could check out some of my other videos and then you could decide whether to subscribe. But if you just want to subscribe to my channel, please do so. It's free. It doesn't cost any money. Now let's move on with the video. So today's video is going to be about the brutal Arctic attack that is looming, and this may be as bad as the one that we had in late December, early January. And the reason for that is because the pattern will be fairly similar, but a little bit more. The jet stream will be running more from the west to the south and out. Earlier, it was more of a tilt where it was just straight south. There was way more colder air in the south and way back up. I don't think it'll be as cold in the south with this cold blast, but of course there will be most likely below average temperatures for much of the south at some periods of time. But I don't think it'll be nearly as bad as it was in January and early December. So you could see this. There's going to be some warm temperatures. I think this is going to be the last wave of warm temperatures that are going to be really this warm for much of the Midwest. Tomorrow there's going to be 40s and 50s across much of the Midwest and Northeast. And before the cold air comes prowling through, and you can see there's going to be some warm air trying to make it in, but that's going to weaken down to about probably somewhere too close to 39 here in Chicago. Probably 6 degrees above average where these colors are pointing out before the cold air just dives south. And that you can see, that's what I mean. It's not going to be nearly as cold. That the bitter cold numbers or Arctic colors are going to be down south, but it's still going to be most likely below average. And this cold air just keeps on coming. It's just the Arctic polar vortexes just keep spinning around and they keep coming to here. So you can see it just spins around. There's going to be some warm air that tries making it in, but that gets quickly squashed by the cold air masses being stuck together. And that is some bitter cold air, guys. That is some really cold air for this time of the season. And now I want to rewind this back and actually show you the actual feels like temperatures. So if this loads. Okay, this is the negative 72 hours. So this is what happened in the past 72 hours. It was quite warm across much of the nation. A little cold front passed through. Nothing too major, 20s and 30s. Couple of single-digit numbers. And tomorrow, that's the warm-up right here. 30s, 40s, and 50s. Before the cold air comes in, and you could see there's going to be single-digit numbers. Even negative numbers up there in Minnesota and the upper plains. You can see there's going to be some moderation, but that still doesn't really put it above freezing. And that moderation is going to be due to a winter storm or a Alberta Clipper or just a Manitoba Mauler. I don't know which one's going to be which. I will need to look into that later on, but it will be, the warm-up will happen because it will be a snow system, and so we'll give up our cold temperatures for some snow. I'll definitely take the snow for cold temperatures. I really love snow, and a lot of people also do. So sorry, guys, I keep coughing. But you can see that is some really cold air. That's negative 50, negative 20. And again, the models tend to weaken down their numbers because the farther you go out, they always put out bigger numbers. But at the same time, they didn't have this big numbers out early on. So it could be intensifying but decreasing at the same time. It's kind of a weird thing that models do. You could see that's really cold, guys. That's the morning temperatures on next Friday. And it just stays. As I keep going on and on and on. It does not go above freezing for much of the East Coast and the Midwest and much of the plains. It just stays below freezing. And that is perfect recipe for a bunch of snowstorms, a lot of snowstorms, a lot of clippers, a lot of nor'easters. February is a prime time for nor'easters, so this will be a very active pattern that we'll need to watch. And I would also like to show you the clipper that I was talking about. So pretty active pattern. You can see this is the cold front that passes through, has some snow with it at the backside of it. But this is a system that will warm temperatures into the 30s, but there will be snow with it for much of the nation. And that'll even bring snow to areas like Tennessee and Kentucky. So And it's just one after another one, and then another big storm, and then a little bit break, and then another storm, and another storm across, and another. It's just storm after storm could happen, and it's going to be a very active pattern. Stay tuned for this, guys. It's going to be a very cold spell. It's going to last a long time. Spring might not come early this year. Thank you for watching.